Today I thought we would make one of my favorite recipes in the book. It is a one-pot pasta with crispy salami and cherry tomatoes that melt into a sauce in the pan. Hey guys, it's Christina Lane from Dessert for Two, and today I have something really special to share with you. This is my new cookbook. It's called Dinner Just for Two, and it has over 100 recipes just for two. It also has a special section just for breads and desserts, and I love it so much. I'm so excited to share it with you. So let's get started. So the first thing we need is 4 ounces of thinly sliced salami. So my salami has black pepper corns in it. It's got a little wine flavoring. Anything you like. We're gonna slice it into strips and we're going to crisp it in a pan. I'm gonna turn my burner on medium-high. The heat from the pan is gonna melt the salami fat a little bit and it's gonna get crispy on the edges. This is kind of our garnish. We're gonna stir this back into our pasta right before serving. Okay, while that goes, I'm gonna slice up 1 small onion. This is a little big, so we're gonna do half of this guy. It's really hard to find small onions when we're cooking for 2, so I frequently just use half. I want the onion sliced into little half moon shapes, and the little half moons kind of melt into the sauce. Another flavoring component is garlic. You can't make pasta sauce without garlic, in my opinion. This is 2 cloves. I'm gonna smash them and then thinly slice them just like the onion. And then let's check on our salami. It smells amazing. I can smell the black peppercorns. My salami is crispy. It's kind of popping. I'm gonna lower the heat. I'm gonna get it all out of the pan. I'm gonna set this aside while we make the rest. So leave the pan on the heat, no need to clean it. We're gonna add everything else to the pan. 8 ounces of cherry tomatoes. These are going to melt and coat the pasta. A half a teaspoon of red pepper flakes. Then a teaspoon of salt. This gives the pasta plenty of flavor because we normally cook pasta in salted water. You can add our thinly sliced onions. Break them up a little bit as you add them. And our garlic goes in, thinly sliced. And then I add about a 1/4 teaspoon of freshly ground black pepper. This is really for taste. The salami has a lot of pepper in it too. Now we add the pasta. I have 6 ounces of linguine today. 6 ounces is the perfect portion for 2. I'm actually gonna break it up to make sure it fits in the pan. We add 2 cups of water next. Then I want to add a little bit of white wine for flavor. This is just a dry, non-sweet wine. I'm using a Pinot Grigio today, just a 1/4 cup. It's going to cook down. It's just going to bring a nice acidity to the pasta. And since it's fresh basil season, I'm going to add 3 sprigs of fresh basil. Bring the heat up and just keep stirring it. You'll notice the pasta soften. The tomatoes, the wine, the water will start to cook it and it'll form a silky sauce. It takes about 9 to 10 minutes. It really depends on your stove and your heat. But before serving, you always want to taste it and make sure it's perfectly al dente. So for the last 10 minutes, I've been stirring this pasta as it cooks. I've been stirring it about every 30 seconds, every minute or so. And it's so magical to watch the transformation because first it's all clunky and it's hard to stir, and then the tomatoes start bursting and melting into this pink sauce. The tomato sauce mixes with the wine, the onions, the garlic, the basil, and the pasta cooks in that super flavorful broth. So it smells amazing in here. I'm gonna give it a taste and make sure it's truly al dente. It is. We're ready to plate it up. So you want to remove those little basil sprigs. We're gonna add fresh basil on top. They've done their job. They flavored our broth. You're gonna get 2 super generous servings out of this. Okay, then the best part, that crispy salami that we did first. You can hear it's like crispy little salami chips. Just sprinkle that on top. It brings so much flavor. I'm gonna put a little fresh basil on top. Okay, we're ready to taste. I poured us some of the wine that we used in the pasta dish. It's the perfect accompaniment. Let's give this a taste. This is so good. I actually think it's better than pasta that you just mix with the sauce because the noodles cook in this fragrant broth. It's such a great summer dish when you have cherry tomatoes and fresh basil, and the crispy salami on top just brings so much crunch and flavor. I hope you guys make this recipe. Again, you can find it in my new cookbook, Dinner Just for Two.